Hi everyone, this is our team and we will be presenting DevOps continuous deployment pipeline that we have developed over the semester. As you can see, we have 4 milestones and how the pipeline was built incrementally across the milestones. Our first milestone was the configuration management, in which we automatically provisioned and configured VirtualBox servers using Ansible and Vagrant. We created Jenkins server using Ansible and deployed 2 applications, Checkbox and iTrust. Checkbox is a Node.js application and we use Docker container to deploy iTrust, a Java application. Our second milestone was test and analysis, in which we extended the previous milestone and added test suite and reports. We developed a fuzzer for iTrust to generate 100 random commits in fuzzer branch and also a useless test detector to test those commits. This is the screenshot of number of useless tests that were detected across 100 builds. And we also created analysis tool for the checkbox, in which we failed a build of checkbox for certain conditions. As you can see over here, that first build was failed because of the maxing calls and the second failure was because of the long method. Our third milestone was deployment. For the first part of our milestone, we shifted our infrastructure to AWS EC2 using the same definition as that of milestones 2, except for the fuzzer part. For our second part, we created Nomad and Redis clusters. In Nomad clusters, we created 2 clients and show that the another client takes over if one fails. Whereas in Redis cluster, we created 2 slaves to reflect the changes made in the server and implemented the feature flag functionality. For our third part, we deployed 2 EC2 instances, stable and canary release for the checkbox application. We developed a load balancer to distribute traffic 60-40 ratio. We also created a polling agent to continuously check the status of canary application. If it gives an error, then polling agent will send signal to load balancer to divert 100% of our traffic to stable release. Our last part of the third milestone was a rolling updates, in which we deployed updates in iTrust EC2 cluster in a way that every time rest of the EC2 instances were available to the customers when one server was getting updated. In our entire third milestone, all the builds were triggered using Git hooks. Our last and special milestone is to create a performance monitoring mechanism for AWS infrastructure as well as a checkbox application. So we are going to cover both infrastructure and software as a service. Since application is deployed distributedly across AWS cluster, we realized how crucial it is to have a real-time error tracing and performance monitoring once the pipeline is deployed, and therefore we are going to implement a New Relic performance monitoring. So these are the real-time logs which are generated from a sample 4 EC2 instances, and you can see how New Relic breaks down the logs to easily traceable bottlenecks and errors. Thank you.